Hello, everybody. NC4XL, North Carolina for extreme lovers. Oh, I'm not. This is Dom, and I want to welcome you to Parks on the Air. I want to welcome you to a lot of questions going to run through your mind, and that's good. We look forward to having you join with part of the family, whether you're an activator. That is the ones who go out to the different park locations and set up their equipment, portable operation. That means the antenna, the radio, the power source within the guidelines of the park or parks. And they practice emergency communications. But in the process, they get to have fun and make contacts all around the world. And if you're new and you're on the hunter side, where you're chasing all these different activators on different bands and having fun. It's a unique group of people that are not like the everyday amateur radio operator. It's a family of meeting and greeting and testing and learning and building and having fun. The concept is very simple. Us activators, I started out as a hunter. Us activators go out to over 60,000 different parks across the country. And we set up our equipment from QRP, 2 watts, 5 watts, CW, PSK31, FT8, FT4. Several different modes that you can enjoy operating with Parks on the Air. As a hunter, every contact you make is another level of achievement. And it would take me way too long to try to explain all the different facets of the awards page and so forth. But when you join, you're not having to pay dues. We don't have a click club. You don't get a special number for making contacts or things like that. It's not a contest. It's not a race. All the achievements that you will acquire as a hunter or as an activator are self-inflicted by chasing people, by making contacts. I'll try to give you just some quick starters to help you out since you're new, and we appreciate new. Some of us old timers, we forget that we were new at one time, so we may come across as cold, so we apologize. I apologize for them on behalf of Parks on the Air because we don't want to sound that way. When us activators go out, we have different ways of logging. We can log on a computer, we can log on a laptop type tablet or cell phone. Some of us old geezers like me, I'm going to call me myself a geezer, so that's 3 of us, okay? I log on paper and I go home and put it in N3FJP, which is a software program I like. There's many different programs out there. One of the things you'll learn since you're joining with us and starting to learn and to hunt, use what you're comfortable with. There's no best program. There's many that are outstanding. There are some that are marginal. I'm not going to tell you which ones to choose. As you listen to your club members or friends on the air type thing, they'll direct you with what they use and you get to choose. And just so you know, there's not a best radio. When it comes to the radios, whatever your desire as a hunter or activator is what's important. What you can afford is important. So go with what you got and be grateful for that. And if time prevails or you want to move up, take one step at a time. You'll learn on the air many different operators and the types of equipment they use because we will share it a lot of times. Some of us even are stuck on this Facebook thing where we'll post our activations and let people see numbers, real numbers that we have. And I can say we because I'm on both sides of this project, this group of people, this fun. I started out as a hunter in 2020. Started out my first activation in April of 2021. And I enjoy going out. I enjoy putting a wire in the sky, an end-fed antenna. Chris makes all my antennas. He's a local boy from the other side of North Carolina, does one fantastic job of making antennas. Multiband, no tuner required. That's what I said, no tuner required, because this operator don't like to have to use a tuner. I like to have a resonant antenna. But you use whatever you have. If you have a Wolf River coil, if you have two collars on it so you could run two bands and set it up. If you run a slinky antenna, if you run mag mount ham sticks, whatever you use will work. Some better than others. But we're not racing anybody. We're not challenging anybody except self. You'll hear the term called self-inflicted. And because I want one more challenge to have acquired, I'll do things to get it done. And you too. Listen to each activator, you hunters. Listen how each activator acts. They will tell you how to get into their pileups if they have pileups. When you have two, three, four operators at a activation, and you make contact, and they said in all four operators, and you're sitting there, well, what do you mean? That means all four operators are there. One is making the contacts for everybody, and if you wish to work every activator there, feel free to ask, standing by for next operator. And 99% of us activators will get you that next operator because we want you to believe and trust our words that there's four or five or three or however many other activators there on the activation. Okay? So you're new and you're following along and you're wondering, well, you made all these contacts. What do I do? You do nothing. You put it in your QRZ logging program or your N3FJP, whatever program you're using to log your contacts for yourself. You don't have to do anything. Nothing. The activators are the only parties that upload the log. And once they have uploaded the log on the POTA page, you will see on the left-hand side, drop down, scroll down, you'll see where it says My Hunter's Log. Get used to going there and checking because every time somebody has uploaded their logs, you will see the contacts show up there. Okay? You will see the contacts show up there. That's a nice place to always look. And if you click on the word awards, the achievement levels that you're going to start earning, so they will show up there. They're in a PDF file. So you right click on it, you download it, and you can actually print it if you wanted to make a book. After 700 pages, I quit printing them. It gets to be expensive. I'm blessed. All of us are blessed with band propagation. We have no control, but we get to play with it. You as a hunter may have beams which are helpful to direct your signal. But for us in the field, we're generally not going to be directing anything except key the mic and go for it. So you new hunters and you wondering what it's all about, Parks on the Air is making legitimate contacts, and we'll give you an example. I can give you 5.9 and 5.9 exchange, which are contest type signal reports, which most people, I'm not a contester. If I give you a 5.9 from my activation, it's 5.9. If I give you a 3.3, it's 3.3. It's what it is, but that's me. If I say peanut butter and you say jelly, and I say thank you for jelly, and you say thank you for peanut butter, we made a contact because we actually exchanged information, a legitimate contact. I hope you read into that properly. We don't have to be so OCD and specific all the time while we're having fun. If you're new, may I suggest on a final note, the FAQ, frequently asked questions, is an awesome place to literally do a little bit of light reading. Don't read it all, you'll fall asleep. But go and read some of the top lines. Go click on the section about awards. If you have a park next to you, how do you get it set up in POTA? Very simple. We have mapping coordinators. Each call district has a mapping coordinator. If you feel that that park is not in the POTA listings and you think it should be, you send the information through an email to the mapping coordinator for whatever district you're in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, or in your international. We have a lot of international DX countries that participate in playing on the radio without having to have a contest. I worked to do two of them today from the car, sitting in the car with the ATOS. And it's awesome, it's fun. And that's the other side of what we do in Parks on the Air. You may start out a hunter, and I ain't going to do that. I ain't going to be no activator. Next thing you know, you're sitting there having a ball. It's 27 degrees and you're throwing an antenna up. Why? Because you have that POTA addiction, and it does happen. We welcome you. Ask questions. If you have club members that are participating, go with them if you can. You don't always have to get on the air, but if you do get on the air, get ready to have some fun because you will have fun. And again, you don't have to pay dues or any of that kind of stuff. Everything that's done with Parks on the Air on a last note is this. It's all volunteer. From the development of the software, the programming and so forth, the awards that are generated, the monitors, the help desk, it's all volunteers. So we all share and learn together, we grow together, and we welcome you to grow with us. November, Charlie 4XL Lima, NC4XL, North Carolina for Extreme Lovers. We appreciate you coming in. We appreciate you thinking, what is this POTA, Parks on the Air stuff? And if you've listened to this whole video, I thank you for taking the time. Have fun. I'll catch you on the air. Listen for my taking a list. That's the way I operate. And if you see two coffee cups, you might figure out who I am. 73s.